right. Oh man, it is an early morning. Long night last night. Getting all ready for this trip, and actually getting ready for this trip for, well, the last 3 days, something like that. Trying to slim down on what we need, but also have everything that we do need, and a couple of extra comforts. But I got quad on the back on the trailer. Got all my gear inside. We're talking fishing gear. I got a fly rod, a couple spinning rods, one for a buddy. Got tent that we haven't used in 13 plus years. Set that up earlier this week just to let it air out, and it was smelling very earthy. No visible mold or anything, just smelled real earthy from being stored in the basement. Whatnot, but heading on into work this morning. Do a shift there, and then gonna head to buddy's house, pick him up, pick up his quad, and then we're gonna head down to the Crowsnest Pass this evening. Do a couple night tent camp. If we get into the area where I want, we'll be quadding right from camp, and also being able to ride the quads into a Alberta Fish and Game stock pond, and hopefully smash out a few trout. I checked the stock requests, I guess, not really a report. It didn't say what they actually put in, but it said they requested, it was either 1,800 or 1,900 trout in this little pond. So there should be still a good 1,000, 1,500 in there by the time we start hitting it. And hopefully they put in some nice ones. Otherwise we'll be doing a lot of catch and release of anything that doesn't swallow the hook too hard. Then we're gonna do some big quadding. If you know the area at all, there's the Crowsnest Mountain and another attached range right behind it. It's called Seven Sisters. I guess it'd be kind of on the north side of the Crowsnest Mountain. We're gonna be heading onto a trail that goes up and around that. And then they just changed some trail rulings down there. So some sections of road are now multi-use sections, basically allowing, makes it so that they can connect trail systems or trails to one another, because otherwise it was like you could ride a trail in and out, take you, depending on how fast you ride, as low as half an hour. It's like, well, what fun is that? And so now you can use these sections of multi-use roads to do nicer, bigger loops and get to other trails, stuff like that. So that's kind of exciting, because they really wrecked the trail riding down there for a number of years. So this is starting to look better. I'm enjoying that. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and then another section that was like off limits as short as last year is now got a multi-use section that we can go to the top of. I don't know the name of the mountain. Basically goes up through what the locals would call Sandy Valley, and then another valley. I don't know what anybody ever called it. I always just call it Hidden Valley, because it's kind of hidden. It's just, until you're on top of it, it doesn't really look like there's anything there. And then we can go to the very top of this mountain that has a microwave station up there, and like you're above the tree line basically, and you're so high up that these microwave antennas are only a matter of, I don't know, 10 feet off the ground. They're not actually needing to be on a tower, which is pretty cool. So you get a really good view up there. So we're gonna we're gonna go try that out, I think. Check that out. The buddy I'm taking down has never ridden any of these trails, so it'll be fun and exciting for him. Some of this loop trail in behind Seven Sisters I've never ridden. Back when I grew up down there, we never had maps or anything, so me and my friends, you know, we were all of, you know, between 14 to 17 years old type thing. We would just ride until we were like, okay, we don't really know where we are anymore type thing, and then head back and slowly expand out from there. But we never ended up getting around to finishing this trail out for, I don't know, whatever reason, but we never did. So it's got a little bit of intrigue to me. Yeah, I don't know, should be a good weekend. Stick around. I'm gonna try to vlog as much of it as I can, but yeah, I don't know, we got I got a mess of stuff in the truck, but it's all inside right now. Like I don't even have anywhere for my buddy to sit or anything, but or his stuff, but because I'm parking at work for the day, everything's got to be inside and locked up for now. Once I pick up my buddy, we can throw a fair bit of it into the box of the truck, so should be okay there for space. Yeah, I don't know, man, this is it's gonna be fun. Stick around. Oh, work day's over. I'm just heading over to my buddy's place here to pick him and his gear up, and we'll get his machine loaded, head out of the city, get some of the stuff out of this cab now, and yeah, should be a good weekend. So I'm only maybe 5 or 10 minutes from his house, depending on how many lights I hit here in the city, so be there fairly quickly. We'll get out of here. Well, we made it as far as Longview. Had to stop in for the must-have Longview beef jerky. So just grabbed up some jerky and some sausage, and away we're gonna get down back the road. If you're ever in this area, man, you gotta stop in, get yourself some Longview beef jerky. I like the frickin' mural right here. It's pretty cool. These guys have been here forever. They're an institution. Holy shit, that's hot. Oh, it's spicy?
Yeah.
Wasn't there an extra spicy too?
Yeah.
Jesus. Wonder what the extra spicy's like. Oh, that's freaking, it's burning on the way down, man. I like hot food. It's got some spice to it. You're gonna be feeling that in the middle of the night in the tent.
Yeah.
I mean, out by the fire pit, because you ain't sleeping near me in that tent.
Yeah.
Whew. Whew. I got double smoke. Fucking double smoked jerky there. It's fucking good. But you gotta stop in at Longview Jerky Shop anytime you roll through there. You have to remind me to go back, stop in there on the way back, because if I don't pick up some for Michelle on my way back, she's gonna kill me. She will literally freaking be like pissed. So she'll probably make me drive back. So, but yeah, Longview Jerky Shop, man. We're gonna get some of that. All right, it is busy up here. We got pretty much pushed right out of the flats. We're past them a bit now, but we found a wicked spot right off the river. And we're pretty much by ourselves. There's a little camp just down the road here, 50 yards or so. And I just saw somebody up on the road up that way, so there might be a camp up there somewhere. This is small, it's right off the side of a quiet road. Probably be lots of quads going by because it is a main quad trail and it's one we're going to rip. But I think we're going to set up here, set up the tent. We've got just enough room for the truck trailer, tent, and a small fire pit. And we've got the creek here, man. Fuck, I can't wait to show you guys this. I got to get the truck turned around with the trailer repositioned and whatnot, and so we can start getting stuff unloaded and get the tent set up. Make sure no quads are coming or other vehicles. Luckily, this is actually kind of a nice little wide spot in the road here, so as well, so it's making the turnaround quite a bit easier. Where this road years ago used to be quite narrow, so I was a little nervous, a little worried driving down it in the first place, because I thought, well, there's a youth camp up there though that Y's off this road, so we could have turned around there if we so chose, or if we so had to, I guess. But we don't. Nice little wide spot. And just pull a quad and truck and trailer in here. We'll get the quads off. Tent built up. We've got to move a fire pit that we don't want. That's in a perfect flat spot for the tent. So I think I got the trailer off enough. Think I got that trailer off the road enough there? Or should I give her another swing? Good? Yeah. Okay. All right, so that is her. I think we're gonna get some camp set up here and I'll show you guys around after. Okay, I hope this works out here. I'm using my flashlight as light. It's about midnight now. We found a nice little spot off by ourselves. The flats is just packed between the foot racers that are in today for the weekend, as well as other quadders and stuff. It's just crazy. But we got lucky, got a spot off by ourselves. We got a little bitty tiny fire going, if you can see that. No idea if you can. It's getting to be about time to go to bed. We rolled into camp, I don't know when. Quickly got the quads off, went for a quick rip, went and checked out the fish and game pond. They put a dock in since the last time I was ever there. Or you hear that in the background, that's we got the McGillivray Creek running right past our camp, like right here, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, we got a camp just a little bit north of us, and we got one camp just a little bit south of us, and that's about it. I'll show it off tomorrow better. Yeah, and that it was a fun little rip. See what we're gonna do tomorrow. Hoping the big ride's going tomorrow, the bigger or main ride, whatever. But we'll see. I do have a welder that's supposed to be showing up to fix my ramps. I got several broken welds on there, so he's gonna help fix those ramps. I don't know when, so we got to kind of work around that. But yeah, other than that, I think it's about time to go to bed. Fire's almost out, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Woohoo, rusty. Oh, beautiful rust on there. This is after my wife said that she washed it for me. So I'd hate to see what it was like then. But we haven't used this stove in frickin' forever. So hopefully it works. Okay. I think I got a lighter in here. Shell set me up perfect. Let's use the less rusty side, I guess. I don't know if it really is. Woo, it works. Right on. Let's get some hot water going to make some coffee. There we go. Dude.
You want to boil some hot dogs?
Boil a hot dog?
I don't know, cook them over that thing. You want some hot dogs for breakfast?
I'm making eggs and hash browns.
Oh, I only brought hot dogs.
What, man? I am not doing frickin' boiled hot dogs, let alone boiled hot dogs for breakfast. I picked this frickin' coffee thing up. Check this shit out. So it's got a steel screen in it.
Yeah.
It's got this thing with these arms that kick out.
Yeah.
Right? So it'll fit any type of cup you want.
Yeah.
Fill it full of grounds. You know, it says medium grind. I think this is a fine grind, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then you put this funnel thing over top. It's got 4 drip holes. Mm-hmm. And it's even measured out. It's got, what is that, 4 ounces or 5 ounces? 5 ounce there. And the top line is, it's hard to read, 8 ounce. Oh, easier to read from the inside. Mm-hmm. Oh, so that is 4 ounce and then 8 ounce, right? Yeah. So you can measure out your coffee with your, particular. And then this is actually a beer koozie cup. I'm like, yeah, it'll do double duty. Unscrew the lid thing, put your beer in there, put that back on. It keeps the beer inside there. Or just leave the lid off, and you got coffee, a coffee cup. So you can kick these frickin' arms out. It'll fit any size cup. It's pretty handy. Now all you gotta do is boil water. It says actually, what was it? It was
Was it expensive?
No, it was $15 or something like that, or $10.
Is it on Amazon or?
No, I picked it up at what was Campers Village. It's Breathe Outdoors, I think is what they changed their name to. So I picked it up there. So, and that's it. Pour your water over top.
How sturdy is
let
it
it drip through
with one hand?
Oh, it works great.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then it says pour the water at was boiling 100 Celsius, right? So it was just before boiling, like 98 Celsius. It said to do it then. So like I'm thinking like a light boil like that is probably about where you want it.
Yep.
Dump her in there for the full 8 ounce. I already tried it out at home, so I know it works for my cup will hold 8 ounce. Let it frickin' drip through. Takes about a minute. You got fresh coffee, and then you dump the grinds and start over again. Like, you can't beat that for a camping gear. It's light, it's small. The bottom part fits inside the funnel part, so it'll fit in a backpack really easy. Like, it's beautiful. I saw that, I was like, hell yeah, I'm buying that. Because I've brought presses and stuff, but they're glass, right? And they're bigger, bulkier and stuff.
Yeah,
and pressed coffee is good, but yeah, this is just too handy. It's a good breakfast, good way to start the day. No bacon, but trying to keep things a little easy. So, got some scrambled eggs, some hash browns. These are dehydrated hash brown things. They're freaking delicious. This is the package over here. This is the package here. It's Golden Grill hash brown potatoes. They're absolutely delicious. They taste good. Really. Can't complain. They're quick, they're easy. You open the container, you fill it full of hot water. Wait for it to rehydrate all the potatoes. You can eat them like that, or throw them on the frying pan. Crisp them up a little bit. Delicious. So, quick, easy dinner or easy breakfast for a minimal. I wouldn't say it's a minimalist camp, but it's a lot more minimal than we do when we bring out the big holiday trailer and all that stuff. This is 2 guys with a truck and a trailer, a couple quads and a tent, right? Just finding somewhere down the Crowsnest Pass to do some quadding. We've got a pond up here that's it's a stock pond with trout in it. They request something like 1,900 trout to be dumped in there. We actually saw some off the dock, so we're gonna see if we can smash some of them trout this weekend as well. Yeah, even some of them were even surfacing last night, so I might try my hand at the fly rod. I haven't done that in years, so we'll have to check that out too. But you know, not bad. It's a good time. Okay, got a little camp tour here now. It's actually the next day because, you know, we went out riding, got dark, set up camp in the dark here. We're basically right off a road. There's a couple of trucks here. They unloaded dirt bikes and headed for a rip out. Don't know who they are, just guys riding out. So there's the truck, my chair right now because I've been setting up GoPro stuff. My quad, Tim just took off, go do something there. We set up the tent right there, worked out all right, nicely blocked off from the road with the truck and trailer here, so that works out quite well. It's a nice little spot. We're nicely treed in this area with a bit of a open patch right here for the fire pit. Got just breakfast garbage in there right now, get burnt off later on tonight. We got one camp just down there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but you can kind of see their trailer right there. And then there's another camp up that way a little bit, not too far, but you know, not bad. We're pretty much off on our own here, and we got the creek running right through here. So McGillivray Creek running right through, just beautiful little run here. Still doing spring runoff, so you can see it's, you know, cloudy. It's not super muddy, but it's still a bit cloudy, so a bit of spring runoff still happening. Creek's running quite strong, quite well for this creek. It's not a big creek, so, and it just kind of snakes up around the bend there and then heads off down that way. So bit of a bank to go down to get there. There's a couple of trees fell right here. I guess you could probably use them for a bridge to get across if you wanted, but I ain't got that kind of dexterity, so we ain't doing that. At least I'm not. Yeah, just getting ready to go for a ride here. Just waiting on a buddy to make his way up here. He's got a welder friend coming as well. I actually have some broken welds on the ramps for the old quad trailer here. So saw a couple of the rungs on the ramps have the welds cracked right through the weld. So he's gonna patch those up for me, and for, I don't know, whatever fee, hopefully not too bad. And yeah, and then we're gonna take off, go for a rip. I think today is gonna be the go around the Crowsnest Mountain and Seven Sisters, and if we got time, maybe go up to the tower. Otherwise, we might go up to the tower tomorrow. I do want to go do some fishing at the Alberta Fish and Game Pond. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes here, see what happens. But right now, just kind of killing time, getting camp, you know, closed up, and getting the cameras ready for the ride. So yeah, that's about where we're at. You know, this camera is going to be mounted on my helmet on my chin, so hopefully get some nice video of the ride there. I took a little bit of GoPro footage, or not GoPro footage, drone footage of the camp here as well. So I'll insert that in the video at some point. And yeah, I don't know. Hope you're enjoying this type of video. It's my first attempt at vlogging a ride and camp and whatnot. So see how it goes. bridges across all these rivers now, which is good ecologically. But the last time I ever rode in here, we had no bridges. We had to go across those rivers. Some of them got fairly deep, but you know, not bad. So it's kind of nice that the bridges are there. Like I say, ecologically, environmentally, good idea. Fun factor, it takes away a little bit, but it's the price we pay. Beautiful ride. Oh, caught up to some people. Bridge here going over a couple of wee little runoffs. Most likely only run during the early season here with the runoff and then dry up. But they would have been soft probably year round, anytime it rains, stuff like that. So, you know, it helps keep the trail open. It wasn't a trail or a creek crossing. It's a big old bridge. Bridges back here are pretty big. They're quite a bit wider than the ones that go up towards the plane crash. The ones going up to the plane crash should barely fit a 70-inch machine. One of the little stations there. I think we're going to be passing probably 3 at least, I think. But they got this Ultimate 7, I think it's called, cross-country foot race going on this weekend up here too. Well, it's covering pretty much all of the Crowsnest Pass area. This is one of the bigger tracks for it. And it does, well, I guess it's 7 different tracks, and depending on what you want to race, it's like 100 mile, a 50 mile, oh, and a 50 kilometer. And so depending on which category you want to be in, depends on which of the 7 tracks you run. And I think this one's, by the markers I've been seeing, is probably track 6. So, and then track 7 we're going to ride, if we go up, when we go up to the microwave tower, we'll be on part of that track 7. I think that one's track 7. Not for a lot of it. They jump down onto like single track trails that we're not allowed to be on. But yeah, for some of that. So we should be coming along some runners here soon, or at least some point. I think they're running counter to us, so they'll be coming towards us. Not 100% sure on that. They might not be, but I think so. I'm trying to remember what I read on their website when I found out about it. So. Looks like we got a good hill right here. Dumper into loads, just looks like Jim's taking it a little easy. I don't want to end Tim. I don't want to catch up to them too fast. I can't see where they are around the corner. So. Oh yeah, this is a hill. She's got a climb to her. 4-wheel drive, no diff lock at this point. So not hard. Probably could have done it in 2, maybe done a little more spinning. Well, I didn't do any spinning there, I don't think at all. With these tires, you know, I might have spun a little bit in 2-wheel just kicking some rocks out, but really not a big deal. So. Oh, we got a roadblock. I'll stop down here before I get too steep there behind Tim. Not sure what we're slowing up for, if we've got some people coming the opposite direction, or if these guys just found a photo op up here. We shall see. Trying to get off trail, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on up there. Got a breakdown. Not quite sure. It looks like we're carrying on here. Well, maybe not. Looks like I can go up into that dip up there. Oh, I think they got off the side of the trail for us. Alright, that was nice. Hello, I'm the last.
Okay, thank you.
I'm the last of our group. So we're gonna let them go for a bit. All right, now I'm on them. Go around this big rock and then hit the center. There. Bit of a long climb. Not too technical at all. You don't have to steer around a bunch of rocks or nothing. Just kind of choose your line and go so far. It's got a couple of washouts that gives you a chance to take a break. I'm going to go up this side around this rock. And hit the center. There we go. We're up this section. I don't know if there's more. After this, I'm kind of holding it on with my elbow, so suction's kind of holding off a bit. Golden, dude, let's go. Back into high. Like I'm high gear, 4-wheel drive, but high gear, and you know, maybe half throttle at most going up this stuff at speed, doing 25, 20. How's it going? You all good? Not broke down nothing?
No, we're just waiting for the side-by-sides.
Oh yeah, they were taking their time. They stopped at the first main hill, so let us by. All right.
Awesome. See ya.
See ya.
that's the backside of Crowsnest Mountain. Cut block there, and that one over there. I'm gonna say the trees are damn near 30 years old because I planted them when I was 15, 16.
That's right, you did some of that tree planting, eh? In high school?
Summer work for the mill. Go plant fucking trees.
Oh. Down, I take it?
Yeah, I figured a good turnaround out of the middle of the road here, and like I said, it doesn't look like that trail or this trail's been used in forever, so.
Yeah. Yeah, well, according to the map, they don't exist. So, or they do, but they're single track or some stupid thing like that.
That could be too.
Yeah. So
what we'll end up doing is actually going around sort of the other side of that ridge.
yeah.
When it drops down Walking Valley, it'll wrap around.
Okay. See, there was another change that happened. I was like there right after you hit that cabin. You used to hit a section that turned into freaking like all rock.
Yeah.
And had this real rocky trail that went up left, and then this trail that carried on straight. And we didn't hit that either. They must have went around
the
it.
The rocky trail ended up going almost straight up this ridge too. So yeah, they probably went as far as they could around that because, like I said, getting to that cabin, you drove along the creek for half a K.
Yeah.
So
I know me and Jamie tried to go up that trail way back in the day, and we got up there so far, and then we're like, we have no business on here with a trike and a.
Yeah, I think I did it once in the quad.
Did you?
And it was sketchy. It's
Yeah.
like, I hope there's another way down.
Yeah, that was. We got up to where it was like we were already kind of getting sketched a bit on it, and then it was like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't continue. It's not getting better. And so we never did go up that trail any farther. So, well, by the time he moved and I moved, freaking, we were still running just small two-wheel drive machines. I was running that race quad at the time.
Yeah.
Freaking Rocky Hills, two-wheel drive race quad don't do well.
I was stealing a fucking Atlas quad with a fucking come along.
Oh yeah. Nice. You doing all right? Good thing you got some towels. Yeah, like, man, you're already in the mud walking through it. You didn't have to go for a bath, too. Head first into it for a bath, too.
All because you're a good forest person and wanted to pick up your garbage.
Not even mine.
No, it was mine. It jumped out of my box when I was grabbing straps and so he's going back to pick up my trash. Mud flowing over the doors. Oh,
like,
fuck.
When I had to get out the first time, the door didn't want to open. I'm like, it's in the mud.
Like, what do I do? Yeah, I'm bringing quite a fair bit of it home.
I'm in the creek, Hank. Washing myself off.
Go for a fucking dive off that dock. Fully clothed. That's something. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna put my straps away. Any chance you got a water? Fun. Oh, let's tilt that up a bit. Oh, good morning. It's Sunday morning now. I didn't close off for yesterday. We were just tired. It was dark. I don't have good lighting out here. But, getting a coffee in me. Yesterday was pretty good. We had a pretty awesome ride. Me, Tim, and Jimbo there. Nobody got hurt. Nothing got damaged. Jim got stuck pretty bad. I was able to pull him part way out. That was a fun ride on the quad, pulling him out of there. Full diff lock, everything just going. But eventually we ended up having to cinch onto a bunch of alders basically, and winch him out, and the alders held just enough to pull him out, so it wasn't looking good there for a bit. we had other options. Me and Jim both have massive recovery kits in our quads, so not a big deal there. But it was exciting. Jim took a tumble in the mud, pretty much head first. It was about a 2-foot drop before he even hit the water. So that was something. He smashed his knee too. So I guess somebody did get hurt, but he's a big guy. He can handle it. And then we went and did a little bit of fishing around sunset. We're in the mountains, so twilight lasts for like 2 hours at least. But yeah, no, it was good. This fishing was garbage. The fish weren't moving at all. Not like the first, not like Friday night. They were actually surfacing and stuff. Last night, everybody was jumping in the lake off the dock and whatnot, trying to wash the riding dust off them, get cooled down, stuff like that. So the fish were just not active at all. Nothing surfaced. And like we got maybe a couple of bites, that was it, but they were just not even good bites. So plan today is already just starting to clean up camp here a bit, get all the bottles that we've been just throwing in the back of the truck, put into a garbage bag. Just realized I got another garbage bag. I was actually just storing garbage to wait until I had an available shopping bag to throw all the garbage in there, and then just realized, hey, I got 2 of these big garbage bags, so transfer everything to that. Get some breakfast on the go. I got the hash browns already rehydrating here. So these Golden Grill things, you can get them out of Costco. Literally, they're just dehydrated, shredded potato. Dump some hot water in there, and they rehydrate. And then I like to throw them in a frying pan, crisp them up a little. They're delicious. And then eggs again, same as yesterday, same breakfast. Simple, easy. Ate a bunch of hot dogs last night. That was lunch and dinner, basically. And some of that leftover Longview beef jerky, you got to get that stuff. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. It's just a beauty morning. Had a good sleep last night, even though my air mattress refuses to hold air. But sorry for the shaking. It's just using the GoPro I have mounted to my helmet. So, but yeah, she's a beauty morning. We had so there's this Sinister 7 race going on this weekend as well, and they basically they got a bunch of tracks that go all around the mountains. One of them goes by here. It goes on the. It actually is the ride that we did yesterday. Goes all the way up here and whatnot, and basically they have. It's like a personal best race. Is by the way I take it. They're not really looking first, second, third, or anything like that. But basically you have, I think it's 30 hours to complete your race. You can do it as a team where it's kind of relay style. You can have a new person do each leg, or you can do it all yourself. So we had runners going by here pretty much all night, man. Like midnight, we're starting to think about going to bed, and there were still runners ripping on by here, just with lights on, little headlamps, whatever. And this is basically the start, and that was, I'd have to check my app, but it was at least a 30K ride. So they had at least a 30K run, and they were starting her at midnight-ish. I think their deadline's probably, because I think they started Saturday up. Well, here comes, this is probably the rescue guys coming by. They've been up and down a bunch of times. Oh no, it's somebody else. There's somebody out for a trail ride. But yeah, there's not too far up here. There's a station for the runners. Might have a couple come by here. But yeah, they got a station up there for the runners. That's manned for, give them water, any first aid, whatever they need. We've had a search and rescue 4-door side-by-side going up and down quite regularly, probably swapping out people and bringing supplies and stuff, making sure nobody's hurt. Other than that, this has been a really nice camp spot, really quiet. We're away from the biggest crowd. The biggest crowd, there are thousands of people down there, and they're literally parked side by side of everybody. It's massive. And I don't know, we're far enough away, we didn't hear any partying or nothing, so I don't know if they're partying hard or what. I imagine the racers probably wouldn't be happy about a lot of partying if they were trying to get any rest or anything, but last night they would have been running. Potentially the first night, Friday night, they were probably resting like crazy for the early, I think they started at 7 in the morning down in town. Excuse me. And but yeah, it's a pretty big race, man. There's a lot of people. I'm glad we got on this track before the racers started doing this track, because there were some hills and stuff in there that were tricky, and if you ran into racers on those, it could spell some potential damage or issues. Where people could get hurt, quads could get rolled, stuff like that. Even without having racers on the track as well and stuff, there was lots of potential just to roll your machine. So, make a mistake and things go sideways quick. But I'm gonna get on here, make some breakfast, have my coffee. Continue cleaning up. Well, we've got camp picked up. We're gonna head out for a ride here. If I can get this grumpy beast to fire up, it hates the cold start. There we go. And we're just gonna go for a ride up through Sandy Valley and go up to a microwave tower. It's got pretty good views at the top. We're close to basically being above the tree line, so we're gonna head up there for last ride before we head home. It's a hot one today. Just been sweating ever since the sun came up. But it's gonna get real bad when we get up above those trees there. Get away from the dogs. Above the tree line. It's almost not a cloud in the sky. There's one. It's the first cloud I've seen today. So yeah, should be kind of interesting. Could be pretty hot up there, but we'll see how busy it is in here. With the race going on, there were thousands of people. Like, they were just parked side by side by side. Doesn't look like too many thinned out here yet, a little bit, not much. But they had the field filled in and everything else here. So we are, had a few dirt bikers go by camp and whatnot today. This morning already. Well, so I don't know, a little afternoon at this point now, so I'm suspecting there'll be quite a few of the riders still left, but a lot of the campers for the race is going to be clearing out. They'll be doing their awards down in Coleman. Probably getting to it right about now, and actually thinking about it, so. But yeah, they're starting to clear out a bit. Actually got some space between the campsites again. This guy put his car there to, oh no, they're still in it. I thought maybe they're trying to block people from going back in there. But there's still quite a few in here. It's a wee bit thinned out, but not much. But they'll be all rolling out. A lot of these people, especially over here in the field here, I suspect they'll be rolling out sometime today. We'll be rolling out today at some point. Not sure exactly when we'll decide to go on to do that, but still got some of the race tents up and whatnot. I think technically, like, so it's like a 30-hour race. You got like 30 hours to complete whatever race you decide to do. And I think the 30 hours is up somewhere around 1 o'clock. So, and then obviously they'll probably stay open a little bit for the people that didn't quite make that 30-hour deadline or whatever, you know. But I don't know, man. Kudos to a lot of them runners. Like, they were heading past camp last night at like midnight, starting a 30 to 40K trek as a team. And so it's like a, I think like a relay style, or you can attempt to do it solo. And yeah, doing it solo, man, whew, that would be tough. And you were running all day yesterday and then still heading out at like midnight last night. You got a long day ahead of you. Or a long night, I guess. Long day today. Oh. My arm's feeling the strain a little bit this morning. A little sore. Oh, might need to switch into some four-wheel for some of this. It's rocky. There we go. Been up here in many years. I have absolutely no idea what condition it's in. It's a lot chewed up, holy crap, since the last time I was ever in here. All these little side trail chutes and whatnot. It used to be just a straight, like a pipeline road going straight on up. And there's, if you're riding in here near single track, there's a number of trails in here that are available to you. Unfortunately, being wide track, we are limited to basically the road straight in, straight out. This is listed as a multi-use road. So anything from a truck to a single track can use it. And then there's some offshoot trails that my backpack's full? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's some single track trails you can use. So, Tim stopped. Why did Tim stop? Oh, he's coming. No, maybe not. Is he having bike issues? Might be having bike issues. You having bike issues?
What's that?
You having bike issues? Let's go up here just a little flatter right here, 5 feet. Oh. Shift into reverse instead of drive. Oh, might be a short ride. Turn all your lights off, everything else. See if your battery charges. Oh, all right. Oh, we'll see if that helps. So then that's the road we're gonna go down. At least I plan on it. Although Tim's sounding rough again. I think we might need to just we're just gonna go up here, stop, see if he's doing okay. That road down through the trees used to be pretty washed out. By the looks of things, still is. So that could make for some fun ride. But alternatively, I don't know if it's actually legal, but you can go straight down this pipeline hill. Now, this hill has freaked me out in the past many times, so I am not doing it. And I had a buddy roll his quad on this hill, right at the very top here. Oh, they put in a giant berm to stop people. He rolled right at the very top, and we rolled it another 2 more times getting it off this hill. So we will not be messing around on that today at all. And I don't think it's legal either. There's one of the single tracks up there that you can use. Tim didn't follow me up. I'm guessing he's still having problems. Crappy. I better go frickin'. I thought maybe he was gonna follow me up here. This might be the end of today's ride. We're gonna have to get him out of here. Well, is he coming now, or? I didn't think this was too much of a hill that he'd be able to make it up, but he might be having some serious power issues. So I gotta go check in on him, see what's going on, see if I think we're gonna be calling her a day. No good? It's overheating. Yeah. Your fan's running? You don't have it like a separate fan switch, eh? It is hot today. And we were playing in a lot of mud yesterday. Well, be a real good idea we don't continue on then, because we drop and then we climb. And like the valley, we're good, we're in shade and everything else. The rest we're not. So he said here, we flushed his rat a wee bit with some bottled water. It was fairly muddy. And and added a bit of water to his reservoir, although it looked like it was good and full. So I'm gonna guess it's airflow's the issue. Now he's just doing some runs up and down this hill before we head down, because once we head down, the only way out is back up, where at least right now, to get out of here, it's all downhill. So he's doing some runs up and down here, see if it overheats again or not, and we'll make a decision whether or not we're going to carry on this ride or head back to camp. Good? That's like 3 rips up and down that hill, so. Well, your fan's running, but
What's that?
your fan's running, but that should be.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think we're good to try. Fast again?
Well, it's this, once we decide to head down, up is the only way out.
Yeah, but we could always cool it down by sitting somewhere for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Alright, let's see how rough this road is, man. This thing's, I think it's, I don't know, it's got a couple of steep spots in it, it's got a couple of shelves, but it's also got, it's traditionally always washed out, so those washouts, they can catch you up pretty bad. Luckily I haven't had an overheat light yet, but my fan is running excessively. Alright, I think I'm going to low ranger down this just because I have not been on this in, like I say, many years, so I have no idea what kind of condition this is in. Last time I was on here it was badly washed out. I'd expect it's not any better. So I don't know if we should straddle this or try to ride out a side. I think I'm going to straddle it. Drop that tire in there. Looks like a lot of people ride the side. If this gets too wide, it's going to be bad. I think we're going to bump. Crap, I don't know. We're going to go down here. Nice and easy. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all yet. I just hate dropping front tires into ruts going down a hill at the same time. I don't know, it's just something it's always caught me, or it's caught me a few times doing that. Because your back end gets super light. And the front end gets a little saggy. That's not so bad. Now we're kind of leveling out. A lot of this rut is actually filling in with the rock, so that's not bad at all. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, just downhill all the way. They got a camper in here? Wonder if they got access from the landowner at the bottom. Oh, this could be the racetrack guys. So yeah, they would have went through that landowner's land. Yeah, just closing up. There we go, that's the bottom. Still running cool? Alrighty, this is pretty easy up through here. Yeah, it's actually that road going down that hill is actually easier than it used to be, so that's kind of nice to know. One of the last times I ever rode that, like, well, a bunch of them obviously, but you actually had to cross some of those some washouts going down, and Like I used to do it on trikes. So I had a Honda 200 M, kind of the little brother to the Big Red, and a 250R Honda. And that's what I used to ride up and down there. And so, especially being a trike, you'd have back tires lifting and stuff as you had to cross the washouts. So yeah, you know, whatever. It is what it is. With these bigger machines, way more capable, makes stuff easier too. Problem, right?
Yeah.
So, because like literally that's all we do now. Up here in a wee bit we'll turn to the right a bit. Yeah. And we just keep climbing and climbing and climbing. That's all we do from now on. Climb.
So we need super soakers or something to clean the fans out.
Super soakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I need to buy one. I meant to buy one for this trip and I just never got around to it.
Because that's all that's wrong with mine is it's dirty. But how do you clean those fins out?
Right. And that's what super soaker, man. Yeah. And like a super soaker, not a little squirt gun or something that good.
Something with good pressure.
Yeah, and then like you can. All right. Well, Tim's still getting hot, so we're gonna head on out instead of completing this climb because we're soon gonna be just in the. We're gonna be in the up above the trees. It's gonna be pretty clear, a lot of sun beating on us, and it's nothing but climb anyway. So just gonna end up cooking his machine if we continue. So we're gonna head back out. So this one here, this is where I found the spike. I threw the board with the spike over right there, with the spike facing down into the dirt. So hopefully nobody gets a flat tire off of that anymore. But it was like right in the tire trap where you would go. That bridge is a bit broken up, so it's plenty strong still, but watch out for the holes in it. Tim went this way. I'm not sure which way is the better route. This will be all right. I don't remember which way we came up. Still going, so he must not be getting hot yet. Not having to be on the throttles, would be helping him out. If you can get it, this is like the primo spot. Right by the creek. Although I think the spot we got is really nice too, because there you'll have a neighbor. Where we are, nothing. Well, I guess that's her. We're back at camp. We'll probably spell the end of the trip here. So get stuff packed up. Yeah. Oh, park this beast in the shade so she'll cool down maybe a little quicker. She hasn't run a high template yet, but that fan has been running for a long time after I shut it off. So, and there she goes. She'll probably run for like 20 minutes like that now. So I got probably a fair bit of dust and dirt and whatnot in my rad, but not enough to make it overheat. All right. Nice mule there. All right, well, so It's a little after 9 o'clock, 9:20, something like that, 9:30-ish. I'm almost home. We packed up camp, stopped by Jimbo's and dropped off a blanket he lent me and some of the firewood we didn't burn that he brought up for us. Sat there, had a bit of a chat, stuff like that. Today's ride went as you saw there. Tim had an overheat issue going on. Mine wasn't overheating, but the fan was running extensively long. It was having a hard time cooling the quad down. So clearly my rad needs a bit of a clean out as well. You know, whatever, it is what it is when you're playing in the dirt and the mud. Not that we played in a lot, but we did splash quite a bit, and it gets in there. Yeah, I don't know, it was a pretty good weekend. Stopped in Longview there and picked up the wife some barbecue jerky out of the Longview jerky shop there. If you ever going through the place, stop by, buy some, man. It's hands down the best jerky you're probably ever going to buy out of a store. So just saying, it's great stuff. They got just a little shop in Longview. They cook everything out in the back, do all their smoke and everything else. They got pepperonis, they got cuts of meat, they had some double smoked bacon I wanted to buy, but I didn't have any ice left in the cooler to keep it good till I got home. You know, it's good stuff. I'm not sponsored by them, anything like that, no affiliation, just, you know, good family company that makes really good food, or really good jerky and other meat products. Their pepperonis are great. Yeah, it's good stuff. Other than that, I got Tim dropped off. I'm on my way out to my house now. I got a good hour drive from his place to my place, and yeah, and then I think I'm going to just partially unpack, get out what I can't lock up, and get out the most valuable stuff. And I don't even know if I'll get the quad off the trailer tonight. I might just leave it on there, and so I don't piss off the neighbors firing it up. Not that they say they'll ever mind. All my neighbors are really cool. So, but yeah, overall it was a good trip. Tim ended at the very end. We're trying to load Tim's quad and found out he had a flat tire as well. So I'm wondering if maybe that bridge, there was a nail up that I didn't see still or something. I don't know. My tires seem to be holding air, so I must not have hit whatever he hit. The other option is you know, there were quite a few rocks that I spotted that could have caused like a pinch flat or something. Maybe he got that. Not sure. We just loaded it up flat and dropped it off at his house flat, and he'll have to check that out, see what happened there. So I, you know, basically ended our day between the overheat and the flat tire and stuff. So whatever. It was time to get home, and we can always head back down. It's only, you know, about 3-4 hour trip to go down there, 3 to 4 to come back. So it's not too bad. Other than that, yeah, it was a good run. This is my first vlogging video of doing like a ride, stuff like that. Down in the comments, let me know if you like it. I'm going to try to edit it as nice as I can, make it an interesting story. But yeah, I don't know, let me know if you know that like this type of content. So I would like to make more of it. I think it's kind of fun. Other than that, do the usual. Subscribe, click the bell for notifications, stuff like that, and I think I'm going to close this off here. So thank you for watching. Get out, go for a ride, check out new areas, get out, you know, instead of going to the same old, maybe hit the something new. I just got a diesel that just pulled out in front of me here, and kind of think he might be signaling for me to pass him, but I'm in no rush. I'm just going to hang out behind him. All right. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.